होते ही माफ तेरी सुबह की गलती, तू तो उसको रिपीट उसी शाम करेगा। मेंटल हेल्थ कंडीशंस को सिनेमा में डिपिक्ट करना काफी चैलेंजिंग टास्क है। बाय डेफिनेशन द ट्रेट्स एसोसिएटेड विद मेंटल कंडीशंस आर मेंटल एंड सिनेमा इज अ विजुअल मीडियम। हमें स्क्रीन राइटिंग में हमेशा सिखाया जाता है कि एक्शन लाइन में सिर्फ वो चीजें लिखनी हैं जो कैरेक्टर्स या तो बोल रहा है या कर रहा है। Thoughts and internal motivations don't belong in a film screenplay. So, to make a convincing movie about any such character, you have to find an obviously external way to depict something so complex and internal. And a film like Sitare Zameen Par tackles this in a very interesting way. Here's what Aamir Khan's Sitare Zameen Par gets right and maybe not so right about autism. If you're looking for a review of the film, this video is not that. It's not a video about is Aamir Khan back or the whole OTT thing. It's not even a comparison between the original Spanish and American and German and Arabic version. This is just about how the film deals with its central theme, autism, and the notion of normal. It's about whether this film moves the needle on how Indians see autism. Of course, a spoiler alert is in effect. Pause this and go watch the film if you haven't. अब तो YouTube पे भी आ गई. To talk about Sitare Zameen Par, we first have to talk about its spiritual predecessor, Tare Zameen Par. एक तो I love this term, spiritual sequel. Both the films don't have any characters or plot in common. It's not even like the Golmaal films where Gopal, Madhav and all names stay the same for some semblance of a connection. दोनों अलग ही फिल्म है. But there is one thing in common. Sensitivity towards those who are considered not normal by society. The first film's tagline was "Every child is special" और इसकी है सबका अपना अपना normal. Now the decision to make this film as a sequel to Tare was a very interesting one. पहला तो obvious ही है, recall value है, a successful IP, सब लोग आसपास वैसे भी remakes और sequels बना रहे हैं, तो अच्छी opening ही लग जाएगी. And this time they've even flipped the premise where it's the teacher, the coach who learns to overcome his difficulty. तारे ज़मीं पर में रामशंकर निकुम का कोई कैरेक्टर आर्क नहीं होता है सच. वो स्टार्टिंग से एंडिंग तक हीरो ही होता है, जिसे सब पता है, जो सबको डिसलेक्सिया के बारे में बताता है. So flipping that was a very interesting narrative technique. But for a film like this, had it been called Champions or Vijeta or something, फिल्म के बारे में सब कुछ सेम भी रहता, फिर भी वो टच नहीं आता. This decision of attaching the name of Tare Zameen Par can really solidify the impact it would have had otherwise. See, जब तारे ज़मीं पर आई थी, मैं 5th या 6th में था, not too old but not too young also. And because of तारे, हमारे स्कूल में एक दिन कोई एग्जाम चल रहा था and हम सबका टाइम खत्म हो गया, but one girl was still writing the test. All of us were like, भाई उसको इतना एक्स्ट्रा टाइम क्यों मिल रहा है? And someone said she is dyslexic. इनका पेपर अलग से होता है, ज़्यादा टाइम मिलता है, the invigilator can help them with hints and all. It was the first time I was introduced to the word dyslexia. And my first reaction was, भाई मुझे भी dyslexic होना है, मुझे भी extra time चाहिए, मुझे भी free में invigilator से cheating करवाओ. Of course, it's cute when a 10-year-old boy says this. But now that I think back, अगर मुझे उस दिन कोई dyslexia के बारे में ना बताता, तो शायद उस लड़की को मैं सारे साल फेलियर या डफर या अनपढ़ या कुछ बोल के चढ़ाता. Just by knowing this one word, my mind opened. And I'm sure other people and parents would have had similar experiences when it comes to dyslexia. अब तारे ज़मीं पर से कोई सिस्टेमिक चेंज आया है नहीं, I don't know. पर एक पिक्चर हमारे देश की वोकैबुलरी में एक नया वर्ड ऐड कर पाए, तो उस फिल्म ने अपना काम कर दिया. एक फिल्म से वैसे भी दुनिया नहीं बदलती. And by connecting the theme of autism to Tare, I was very hopeful that after so long, a film could serve a social purpose, in addition to just being entertaining. जिस तरह 3 Idiots और तमाशा ने लोगों की इंजीनियरिंग छुड़वाई और गली बॉय ने पब्लिक को असली हिप हॉप से मिलाया, सितारे ज़मीं पर could have been that film which could introduce the mainstream Indian audience to the concept of neurodivergence, the autism spectrum, and question the idea of some people not being normal. By the time I got to know the premise and saw the trailer, I was already touting the film to be an instant classic. At the time I didn't have any idea कि वो remake है, तो मैंने सोचा कि भाई ये तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही फाड़ concept हो गया. The fact that it was a remake did dent the hype a little, but I was still hopeful. The bar in India and around the world in general is so low that anything better than that Sia film would be a win. As long as it doesn't actively harm the cause, it's a hit in my eyes. हर film artistic snobbery दिखाने के लिए वैसे भी नहीं होती. अब तुम बोलोगे तू क्या है? Why am I pillowing ज्ञान about autism? I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist clearly, but bhai, I'm a certified pagal. See, my relationship with mental health and the autism spectrum has been very interesting. I'll elaborate more on this in a future video, but trust me when I say this, I've been curious about this space for the longest time. So 20th June ko, I was ready to watch Sitare Zameen Par, first day, first show. The first thing the film gets bang on is the casting. Subaltern communities की एक basic requirement होती है कि भाई हमें भी अपनी कहानियों में, अपने art में representation दो. We are also a part of the human experience and the world of art should reflect that. And this sentiment is the core behind a lot of artistic movements. चाहे वो मोहल्ले की रामायण में लड़कों की जगह लड़कियों को सीता का रोल देने की हो या फिर आजकल जो ट्रांस राइटर्स और एक्टर्स को इन्वॉल्व करने की बात चल रही है. सबको अपनी कहानी कहने की आजादी होनी चाहिए एंड दिस फिल्म डज गुड ऑन दैट. 2021 में एक मूवी आई थी म्यूजिक व्हिच वाज डायरेक्टेड बाय सिंगर सॉन्गराइटर सिया. And when it comes to authentic representation, let's just say the film went off track. This was the lead actor who played a non-verbal autistic girl. भाई इससे better तो हमारी रानी मुखर्जी थी हिचकी में. The bar for representation of neurodivergent characters is pretty low. क्योंकि एक नॉर्मल एक्टर चाहे जितना भी अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस कर ले, they just can't match the minute body movements and expressions of somebody who goes through that condition every day of their life. और ये तो सिर्फ external mannerisms है. We aren't even talking about getting into the skin of the character या कुछ. You just cannot replace a lived experience. चाहे वो ट्रांस लोगों का हो, disabled लोगों का हो या in general किसी sports person का हो, let's say. And Sitare Zameen Par does a very good job at that. So full marks to the casting directors Anmol Ahuja and Tess Joseph. But it's not just their casting. It's the fact that you have made these guys into superstars in the promotions of the film. Her character ka apna introduction, interviewing them with their parents, it was all a step in really normalizing autism for us. Just look at the video of the cast and their families reading fan messages. It's amazing. Also in the writing, the film really does a good job of giving an interesting analogy for autism. Comparing autism with having a short height is a very fun and light way of understanding how normal it can be. जितना normal टिंगू होना है, उतना ही normal पागल होना भी है. The fact that Amir feels so touchy about his height really drives home the point कि सोचो यार इन लोगों को कैसा लगता होगा जब कोई इन्हें पागल बुलाता है. Even on a technical level, it was a textbook screenplay technique of giving your protagonist a conflict that he overcomes through the screenplay. Another thing the film got right was the fact that autism comes in different shapes and sizes. The fact that it has a player with invisible autism and one woman, one person who has a speech thing going on. It's not like कि तुमने एक autistic आदमी से बात करी और सारे characters में उसी की traits copy paste कर दिए. It was well researched and a very well understood world building. अब इसके लिए मैं original film के writers को credit दूंगा, but retaining that aspect from Campione was a good thing. This was also very well done in the American remake, where there's a lot more diagnostic specificity in the characters. The film also does a good job of slightly subverting the savior trope. Sure, Amir Khan is the coach of the team, but he's not their savior. When his mother says,
उनके लिए तू लड़ेगा,
the screenplay doesn't overshadow them, except in one aspect, जिसके बारे में हम थोड़ी देर में आते हैं. It also largely strays away from depicting these guys as geniuses, which is a trope that a lot of films have fallen after the 1988 film Rain Man. Look at this scene from Karan Johar's My Name is Khan.
Flamingo, chimpanzee, tarantula, stork, penguin, walrus, wild boar, giraffe, quail, polar bear, antelope. Monkey. Monkey.
One thing I will disagree on when it comes to the mainstream reviews of the film is the music. I don't think that the film's music was weak in any way. अब भाई तुम बोलोगे कि इस पिक्चर में माँ या ये तो आशा की लहर है जैसे गाने नहीं है, तो ये कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं हुआ. The general tone of the film is not like तारे, तो गानों की भी टोन थोड़ी जोवियल, थोड़ी quirky होगी. I think a song like Good for Nothing goes toe to toe with Duniya Ka Nara or Bum Bum Bole or something, both in terms of the musicality and the depth in lyrics. मुझको सफलता मेहनत से मिली थी, उतनी मेहनत से तू आराम करेगा. A line like this perfectly encapsulates the feeling of being fried with the society around you. I think every hard-working father has borrowed this tana to their nalayak son. I तो cried like a nalka when Shankar Mahadevan says, "Good for nothing." हमें बोले ज़माना, पलट के हमने ज़माने से कहा भाड़ में जाना. भाई मेरी automatically ऐसे middle finger उठ जाती है जो line सुन के. Other than the love song, the tracks generally were in place with the tone and pitch. Sitare Zameen Par title track reminded me of All Is Well for sure. Actually, this whole film reminds me of a Rajkumar Hirani way of storytelling. Their LCD formula was on full display. Just like Raju Hirani films, the music doesn't hit as well before the film, but it makes so much sense when you know the context in which it is set in. My first reaction after watching the film was, भाई ये पिक्चर ऐसी है तो इसकी behind the scenes कितनी मस्त होगी. During my second watch, I noticed some credits for special needs coordinators and I could just wonder कि यार इस फिल्म के क्रू को किस तरह की ट्रेनिंग और सेंसिटाइजेशन दी होगी. A crew of set designers, electricians, camera persons, lighting, you know, normal people like us. तो I really want to know कि इस मूवी का सेट कैसा होगा. पहले 2-3 दिन कैसे होंगे. Small things like सेट पे लोग चिल्लाते होंगे या नहीं. अगर किसी एक्टर से परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रही, how would Aamir and the director R.S. Prasanna push them to do better? अब अगर तुम उनको बेचारा समझ के छोड़ दो और मीडियोकर एक्टिंग टॉलरेट कर लो, वो भी पैट्रनाइजिंग है. बट यू कांट इवन गो फुल संजय लीला बंसाली ऑन देम. यू कांट पुश देम बियॉन्ड अ पॉइंट.
सर ये बास्केटबॉल के सामने
नहीं सर, आप यहाँ पार्क नहीं कर सकते.
लाइक आजकल वेब सीरीज और फिल्म्स में इंटीमेसी कोऑर्डिनेटर्स होते हैं जिनका काम होता है कास्ट और क्रू को इंटीमेट सीन्स के लिए फिजिकली, मेंटली और इमोशनली प्रिपेयर करना. एंड आई वुड ऑलवेज वंडर कि ऑन अ फिल्म लाइक गहराइयां और क्लास, how would actors navigate things like erections, uncomfortable touches, boundaries, consent वगैरह. और मुझे सितारे ज़मीं पर के केस में भी ऐसा ही कुछ लगा कि लार्जर सोसाइटी तो छोड़ो, इस फिल्म का सेट कितना इंक्लूसिव होगा, इस फिल्म के क्रू ने कितने नोशंस को क्वेश्चन किया होगा. और ये 150-200 लोग बाहर जब दुनिया में जाएंगे और इनके सामने कोई किसी ऑटिस्टिक आदमी को पागल बोलेगा तो उनका क्या रिएक्शन होगा. But Sitare Zameen Par is not perfect, no film is, no person is, and that's normal. जैसे मैंने इंट्रो में बोला था, something like mental health doesn't always have an obvious physical manifestation. Stress on the word always. A lot of people do have more visible traits which makes it easier to identify the condition, so I don't want to dismiss anyone's lived experience. But I think by and large, most people by the time they reach adulthood are able to mask their outward symptoms of mental conditions, especially the milder ones. And cinema is a visual medium. So a film about people with autism needs to have people who look like people with autism, who behave like people with autism. And while that's a great thing when it comes to casting, it still makes a general layman think कि autism का मतलब कुछ visually peculiar होगा, which is not always the case. To give the film credit, they did try to break that a bit with Hargovind's character, who has invisible autism. But again, when you think of the cast in Sitare, Hargovind isn't the first person to come to mind. So I'm just a little iffy कि यार इसकी वजह से थोड़ी visual gatekeeping ना हो जाए. To fulfill the demands of this characteristic of innocence and kindness, the actors had to fulfill one very visual criteria. If I have to spell out the most common myth about autism, it is that autistic people are basically children throughout their lives. Cute होते हैं, innocent होते हैं. It's a positive stereotype to have, but it's still a stereotype at the end of the day. When Kartar Paji says,
इनकी सीखने की क्षमता 7 साल या 8 साल या 10 साल वाले की है.
it's too general a statement to not get misconstrued in real life. और भाई ये बात मुझे ना initially समझ नहीं आई. Just like many people who watched the film, I was absolutely touched by the actors. My favorite was Ashish Paintse, who played Sunil. At first glance, I didn't have any issues with the guys being these cute, innocent, kind-hearted people. But as I was watching some reviews of the film, I came across this one on Men's XP by Zain and Rajesh. And they kept referring to the team as बच्चे.
इसके अलावा पिक्चर के अंदर बहुत सारे प्यारे प्यारे बच्चे डिफरेंटली एबल बच्चों को उन बच्चों के पास जाते हैं और वो भी उन बच्चों को सिखाते हैं. सेकंडली बच्चों के कैरेक्टर्स
और ये चीज यार मुझे थोड़ी खटकी. I was like, भाई बच्चे नहीं है ये लोग. They have full-fledged lives. And then it hit me. in the want of making these people accessible and making their condition more visual, the audience somewhere might have started infantilizing them. Credit where it's due again. The film's text did try to drive home the point that these people are fully functional adults with jobs, relationships, and normal people issues. But subliminally, I could see how a viewer would think that these people are kids. थोड़ी mixed messaging वाली बात है. एक front पे it'll have these shots of Golu smoking and Kareem being an independent boss man. But at the same time, Golu is telling Amir
मैं प्याज नहीं खाती, मैं मिर्ची भी नहीं खाती.
कोच उसके बाल बना रहा है. All of this is very cute, very heartwarming for sure. But यार ये relationship तो बाप बेटी वाला हो गया ना. गुलशन की central conflict ही यही है कि उसको बच्चा नहीं करना because he has daddy issues. And by the end, Janelia is pregnant. So the सितारे help him realize the father figure that was inside him all along. End में वो literally अपनी माँ का dialogue बोलता है.
अरे कुत्ते वांगे बोका ना करो.
कुत्ते वर्गन ना पौंकिया ना कर.
He literally becomes their parent, which I don't think was the goal of the film. It would have made sense if these were people with late diagnoses of autism. Tab you can understand that they've not had that level of parental support all their lives, and you know they're like overgrown children. But none of their environments felt like they didn't get the accessibility or support from their families. In the original Spanish film too, the coach never wanted to be a father, but end में उसकी बीवी pregnant नहीं होती. I think only one team member has a parent-like relationship with the coach, and in the end, he doesn't literally become a parent by saying his mother's line. The paternal angle is more subtle, but यहाँ पे यार उसको बहुत clearly spell out कर दिया, और शायद इसी वजह से some part of the audience might think that वो लोग बच्चे हैं. Because you know they are so cute and they are so innocent, and just like anything else in cinema, casting cute and innocent people was a choice. If you ask anyone कि आपका favorite character कौन सा था, they will either say Sharma ji or Golu, Guddu or Sunil. And that's not a coincidence. Childlike attributes, slightly curvy stature, Golu Molu se, cute se, the girl is literally called Golu. And again, I know that this is definitely not the intent of the film. Actually, the film does a very good job of fleshing out all the other characters. But what the final impact is in terms of perception about autism is something that is to be seen. I just hope कि ये picture autism को हवा ना बना दे. And this is where I'm not fully comfortable about the impact of the first film either. तारे ज़मीन पर. In the intro, I said that the film was pivotal in introducing me and so many others to the word dyslexia. Now that I think back, accommodating someone with a learning difficulty, with a different test, extra time, all of this was a step in the right direction. But what ended up happening? हमारे स्कूल ने ना थोड़ा कानाफूर्ती कर दी. हर क्लास के जो बॉटम रैंकर्स होते थे, people who were considered weak at studies, उनको ऑटोमेटिकली डिसलेक्सिक बता के ग्रेस मार्क्स दे के पास कर देते थे ताकि ओवरऑल क्लास का रिजल्ट अच्छा है. So instead of having a substantial change in the way exams are conducted, the way accessibility is improved, हमने as a society थोड़ा यार cheating कर ली. And this is my fear with सितारे as well. अब इसमें पिक्चर की कोई गलती नहीं है, बट अगेन ये मूवी देख के कोई बाहर आएगा और ऐसी हाई बेचारे बच्चे वाली वाइब लेके निकलेगा, तो the film would have failed. Also, while it is an amazing human and individual story, Sitare Zameen Par does little to talk about the systems that are in place which reinforce the idea that autistic people are not normal. अगर सोसाइटी का फोकस सिर्फ इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ और प्रोडक्टिविटी पे होगा, तो वो लोग जो अपना काम करने में 4 एक्स्ट्रा स्टेप ज्यादा लगाते हैं, वो तो इस सिस्टम को समझ ही नहीं पाएंगे, वो तो एबनॉर्मल ही लगेंगे. But the film kind of glances over this systemic picture. It's not like हम सब कोई evil लोग हैं जो फालतू में इन लोगों को पागल बोल रहे हैं. हमारे आसपास ऐसे रूल्स बने हुए हैं, ऐसे सिस्टम्स हैं कि उनमें कोई भी फिट ना बैठे तो वो abnormal ही लगता है. And the film doesn't really talk about that. Even the premise of the film points in that direction. कितना भी तुम इंक्लूजन की बात कर लो, at the end इन लोगों को नॉर्मल सिर्फ तभी समझा जाएगा जब वो एक टूर्नामेंट जीतेंगे. It's like saying ईशान अवस्थी स्पेशल सिर्फ तब है जब वो एक अच्छा पेंटर बने और उसकी पेंटिंग किसी ऑक्शन में millions of dollars कमा के लाए. Now, I'm not saying that this is a strike against the makers. The film actually tries to subvert this idea heavily. The fact that they lose in the end tells you that for the team, it was not all about winning. Also, some broad strokes would be needed to drive a larger point home. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये कोई गलती है. ऑल्सो आई एम नॉट श्योर कि इतने नुआंस में जाना कितना स्मार्ट होता फॉर अ मासी फिल्म. वो अलग ही पिक्चर हो जाती. एंड फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हैव हर्ड द फिल्म हैज डन वेरी वेल थिएट्रिकली. अब यूट्यूब पे भी आ गई है. सो दैट फैक्ट इज इनफ टू ओवरलुक सम ऑफ द ब्रॉड स्ट्रोक्स. I liken Sitare Zameen Par to Article 15, a deeply baseline and even flawed film which can serve as a great conversation starter about a theme. But अगर इसको ही achievement समझ के खुश हो जाओगे तो दिक्कत है. I think if you get your idea of how neurodivergent people behave from this, you will be surprised in real life. ऐसे कोई angels नहीं होते autistic लोग. People on the spectrum can be as bitchy and as empathetic as anyone else. Again, they are normal. Which is why मुझे personally तमाशा एक better film लगी about neurodivergence. Even though it's not explicitly about that, I correlate it to autism very hard. Because it challenges the very conditions that create the conflict of an Ishan Avasthi. जब एक young Ved exam के paper फाड़ के भागता है when he learns through stories, that's an impactful statement about alternative ways of learning and self-expression. In a lot of ways, Sitare Zameen Par is like Gully Boy, where Zoya Akhtar, who is not from the socio-economic background of Dharavi rappers, actually spends time with them and with a good intention tries to tell a story about them. While it is not an authentic portrayal of the slum life like a Jhund, it's a start. And that's what Sitare Zameen Par is, a start. अगर तुम्हें सितारे ज़मीं पर पसंद आई, भाई बैठो मत. Engage with the world of neurodiversity. For starters, there's this conversation that the Free Press Journal has about neurodivergent kids. It's an easy recommendation to understand autism and the spectrum. जो काम एक अच्छा इंटरव्यू कर सकता है वो एक फिल्म नहीं कर सकती. तो अगर फिल्म देखी है और अच्छी लगी है तो कोई इंटरव्यू देखो इस बारे में, कोई किताब पढ़ो, maybe meet someone who's on the spectrum. It'll really break the notions that even a well-intentioned film like Sitare reinforced. अगर हमें ये फिल्म परफेक्ट लग रही है तो मतलब शायद हमें इस दुनिया से और इंटरैक्ट करने की जरूरत है. सिनेमा एट द एंड इज एन इमोशनल मीडियम. फिल्म कोई साइंटिफिक जर्नल नहीं है जो बैलेंस्ड होगी, अनबायस्ड होगी, ब्रॉड स्ट्रोक्स में भी बातें होंगी. द फिल्म विल फॉल शॉर्ट ऑन सर्टन फ्रंट्स, but if a film leaves an emotional impact on you, I think it's a cue to move on from that film and engage with the theme in a more holistic way. अगर सितारे ज़मीं पर आपको ऑटिज्म पे एक बुक पढ़ने के लिए इंस्पायर करती है तो भाई पिक्चर ने अपना काम कर दिया. And this is why I think even though this Aamir Khan starrer gets a thing or two wrong about autism and neurodivergence, it's a good stepping stone in an environment where casting a trans person for a trans character or a blind person for a blind man's roles is apparently too much to ask. जैसा कि मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोला था, as long as actively harm नहीं कर रही, it's all good. If not anything, सितारे ज़मीं पर has given us 10 amazing new actors. अब इनके साथ क्या करना है वो हम पे है. Will they just be another stereotypical casting choice? कि जहाँ पे किसी को भी अगर थोड़ा स्लो दिखाना है, ऑटिस्टिक दिखाना है, कोई कॉमिक टच डालना है तो इन लोगों को ले लो. Are we going to see rom-coms, action flicks, stand-up comedy by these people? देश के सबसे बड़े एक्टर ने अपना काम कर दिया 10 नए टैलेंट्स ढूंढ के. अगर हम आज से 10 साल बाद इनका IMDb पेज देखें और इन लोगों ने सिर्फ ऑटिस्टिक लोगों के ही रोल किए हैं तो भाई ये फिल्म का वो इम्पैक्ट ही नहीं होगा इन द वेरी इंडस्ट्री इट बिलोंग्स टू, let alone the larger world. It took us 17 years to go from every child is special to सबका अपना अपना normal. यहाँ से आगे कहाँ जाना है वो तुम देख लो.